Three poems. Communicate, rant, the confusion. Communicate. I don't know what to say when I sit down to put the words on the white space, and my thoughts are shards of glass in a vortex, shredding reason, piercing logic. The aftermath is my voice screaming the words of the delusional ravings of a madman. All who hear turn away and wonder, why would he go on like this? If he wants to say something about the state of the U.S., then he should put his words into something non-combative, fair and measured, foregoing the foul language, never lowering the insults or personal attacks, even on people he wants to attack personally. If he's going to call himself a writer, then he should show and not tell. He should say something that says something, not rant and rave about what it is he's pissed off about, because we don't care if he's pissed off. Everyone gets pissed off. Anyone can rant. Anyone can scream. Anyone can swear as if they were born to it. They set their minds to it. I know what I wanted to say when I look at the white space with the murky passages of my dark heart bled out upon it. I know that the point was between the verbs and the nouns and the modifiers, constructing my similes and metaphors held together by my marks of punctuation, which I didn't think I would ever master. I know that somewhere in my words I've placed every idea I wanted to state, but I know that this rant will only mark my delusion. My opinion, for all its selfish trappings, only serves to better express my confusion until the vortex subsides and I abide. But here's my rant. Really, I did try. Rant. Everything changed after 9/11/01. At 6/07, the number of heads on the beast at the end of the book, which seems to leave so much to interpretation that it seems like it can mean just about anything at all if you read it in just the right way. Who are these people who can't talk a straight talk, no matter how much they talk about how only the straight should marry because it would only hurt an institution to allow otherwise? But I don't live in an institution. Not yet. Orwell said I might someday, but Big Brother, the fuck off in no uncertain terms. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, dick. When you send more youth to die in the desert for crude, it's rude, you know, to shoot at folk when you're supposed to shoot at the farm-raised caged birds with the clipped wings and never had a chance. Then it's the menace, the slingshot in his pants pocket. You make me feel like poor old Mr. Wilson. I need my nerve tonic. Election day can't come soon enough. After all, the Constitution's just a piece of paper. W said so. It's really parchment, asshole. Take a history lesson before you pretend to run a country. Go clear some bush for the cameras. I'd love to clear bush for the cameras because I really can't take any more of that eyesore. The drafters of the Constitution were flawed. They weren't stupid. There's a difference. How can anyone read so much about history and know so little about it? Read some more of My Pet Goat, you know. It was upside down. The camera don't miss a thing. What were you thinking for 7 minutes? Counting millions while thousands looked death in the eye like you never did when you didn't even show up for roll call. Much less an unpopular war for a country you wouldn't fight for, but send others to die for. You fucking hypocrite. I hope you believe in hell because there's a room reserved for your end of days. We were told years ago that oil was cheap and plentiful and we would not go cold within my lifetime. But I'm still alive, and the wells are dry, and the demand is high, and only the rich survive. Why shouldn't the poor die? Born to suicide? Just climb on our backs. We'll give you a ride. You lied when you said you didn't divide. The fissure's so wide, you could go lost inside. When a city died and Brownie got a pat on the back for his lack of ability to do anything, you chide, but the right don't shake hands with the left anymore at all. And negotiations are out the doors. The fissure grows wider, and the ideology divides us into those who think, and those who think what they are told. It's cold, and the routine is old. The modern, baroque, grotesque, extravagant, bringing back the fat, the pork that clogs the arteries of our system and causes the final heart attack. The dollar is worth less than half of the monarchy we once spat upon and fought off. His Excellency may cry, but the men who died for our freedom, you decide, if it needed an iron fist will chide. The dissension from policy of hate, of hate, of hate, it's not why they hate us, it's why you hate them. And why you don't care about us. They laugh at the divider, the powerful decider, the chider, the liar, the ignorant squire who can't see his ass because his head is stuck inside it. The confusion. How can we understand the system of the world? The system of greed, of values, of ideology, the system of broken hope and mass genocide, the system of hubris, of doubt that causes this confusion. If enthusiasm could be half as prevalent as apathy, then imagine a world where the chilling indifference was warmed by the fires of hope, and we could all look forward with a promise to the end of this confusion. If intolerance is no longer tolerated in a society based on equality, imagine a world where each of us over and into it had the same hope and promise as each that came before, and could elevate us above this confusion. If extremism could be tempered with moderation, so that each side would merge into a sphere of understanding with a brilliant blazing core of ideas that would become the solutions which would end this confusion. If we had power to understand that which we believe, and to believe that which we understand, the division between yours and mine could become a connection to what is ours, and with patience and grace we could end this confusion. These 3 poems.